We should rejoice and be glad in it. Um, Thank you, Father, for another blessed day to be in the land of the living. Hope you all having a good Saturday morning so far. Um, Look like it's gonna be a nice sunny day today. I wanted to come live today. Um, just felt the urge to. Didn't really have too much to talk about, but I know for me, I'll find a topic to talk about this morning. Um, it's been a long week. It's been a long month. Not rushing the year to go, but we have, 3 more months left in this year. Um, I'm trusting and believing God for some awesome, amazing things happening at the end of the year because, of course, the beginning of the year, which would be a milestone for me. Ooh, cannot believe it. These years are flying by, but I'm happy, I'm grateful, blessed through the trials and tribulations, um, still standing. So, what do I have planned for today? Nothing. I should have a few of my grandsons. Don't know how many yet, but I'll get to spend the day with them today. Hang out, laugh and joke and play with them. Straighten up a little bit. Not much to clean because I don't mess up because I don't like cleaning. So as I mess up, I clean up, I keep things straightened up. So just a matter of putting some things in their place. Um, I want to decorate soon, but not yet, but I will change things around. Um, get new decor. Um, that's it. So that's it for my Saturday. Am I gonna cook anything? I don't know. I may. Um, I want some lamb chops, so I might see if one of my daughters want to swing by the store, get me some lamb chops, and maybe I'll make that today. Some lamb chop and some wings. Always chicken for me. That's my default. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Fried, barbecue, bake. That's my default. Chicken and turkey chops. Um, well, I'm about to take my vitamins, so start the day with those. I like to take these. They have a little bit of everything in them, so can't go wrong. Um, Sea moss, black seed oil, some mushrooms, some turmeric, moringa, and I can't see all that little stuff down there. But I get these subscribed from Amazon. So I take one of these. I also take the beetroot because I don't like beets and I don't like beet juice. And as we know, beets are good for us. So I just take the gummies. This is the cherry extract. So instead of cherry juice, I take one of these. Also get from Amazon. I get these subscribes to come like every other month, every 2 months. Health is wealth. Want to be healthy, want to grow old gracefully, live to see my grandkids get married, see my grandkids have kids. I want to live a long life, so I have to do better with my eating. Um, Working out, still working out a little bit. Not as consistent as I should be, but I get something in every day, even if it's 5 minutes. I do walk every day. I got to start walking longer. Um, One of my cups have my coffee in it. The other cup have detox tea. So I'm definitely staying in the house today. I definitely can't go nowhere when I drink this. So I try to detox once a week. If you ever had a colonoscopy and they gave you the powder to mix in the water, or they gave you the liquid to mix with the water, and you drink that and you see the results of that. So picture that in your body all the time. If you're not detoxing, TMI, but the truth. So I try to detox at least once a week. I used to do 2 times a week, but if I'm able to do 2 times, I'll do 2 times. But because of my work schedule and the busyness of my life, I don't always get to do twice a week, but I definitely get in once a week. Also, my fasting, still try to do at least a week, a month of fasting. I haven't did a liquid fast in a couple months, so probably for October, I'll do a week of the liquid fast and go from there. But fasting and detoxing is a must. You cleanse your body of all the toxins, all the food that you're eating, and you don't want that stuff sitting in your body anyway. So always try to detox. One of the teas that I use is off of Amazon. I used to go to GMC to get it, but they don't have it no more. It used to be called the Dieter's Tea. It's a supplemental tea. So I get it off of Amazon, which is a similar, I think it's the same company. It's called Trimax. The box downstairs, I would have showed y'all, but I definitely try to get that in. But that's enough about me and my health. Something I've noticed in the last couple of weeks is people walking around with attitudes. This is 2025, and I can't even imagine what that feel like because I don't do it. But if you allow someone to upset you, get you mad, and you walking around like that all day, that's horrible. You know, you should never let nobody put you in that place. And it happens because we're human, right? But get in and get out. Don't even give them the satisfaction, because while you walking around with an attitude, the person who made you mad is somewhere smiling, laughing, joking, and having fun. So, you know, the attitudes I don't understand. A lot of the public places, businesses, people working at jobs, if you don't want to work there no more, you don't want to be there no more, just find another career. You got time to, you know, be an entrepreneur, do your own thing. But to have an attitude in a place of business is not good at all. I don't like bad customer service. If I go in a store, go in a place of business, and someone has an attitude, I try to, you know, good morning, lighten their spirit up. But if I see that they're not beat, like, I'm not spending my money there. I'm not even gonna waste my time there. I don't care how much I want it. If it's my coffee, Dunkin' Donuts, I'm gonna walk out and find another one. If it's something, a place I'm buying my lunch, I definitely don't want that energy over my food. So I'm definitely gonna walk out. But I did notice like a lot of people walking around with attitudes, and a lot of people try to blame other people for that attitude. You have the power. God gave us the power to do whatever we want to do. And we have the power to change in that moment how we feel. We have the power to do what we want to do. Some people, someone said, give me some tips on how to win a lottery. Well, what you do is you go, you pick some numbers, and you go and play those numbers. It used to be $1 in a dream, but I think they're like $2 now. So that's why I stopped a long time ago. But yeah, pick some good numbers. How about a 7, a 17, a 2, a 29, and 14? There's some numbers for you. And if you want to play pick 3, 217. That's my birthday. But going back to this having an attitude all day, like we're too old, most of us, the people that I'll be around anyway, to even be walking around with those faces. Again, I can't relate, so I can't really speak upon it, but I can speak as to me seeing it and witness it, and seeing people of my age or older just looking for a reason to have an attitude, or looking for a reason just to be mad at somebody else. Stop it. Stop it. Go talk to your Father in heaven, whatever your religious is. I talk to my God all day, every day, so there's no need for me to have an attitude. We are all human. Nobody's perfect, but to walk around with an attitude, mad at the world, blaming somebody else for you being in that moment, you got that power. He gave us the power to rule and reign over the enemy. He gave us the power to do what we need to do in our lives. And we have choices. We have choices to switch jobs. We have choices to be around those people who make us mad or not. You know, you get to create your life now. You get to create your world. You get to create your surroundings. So make some wise choices. We all have made some bad choices in our lives once or another at a time. But it's not no room right now to be mad at the world, to be angry at the world. And then you're not supposed to give no one that much energy. I wouldn't give no one that much energy over me to whereas I'm sitting somewhere mad at them. Um, if I do get upset about something, I pray about it and I let it go. I give it to God. I release it because I don't want to even feel like that. I don't want to be mad at nobody. Um, Here's an interesting thing. Um, Thank you, Richard. How you doing? Um, the other day, I was walking. I walked to the train station from home, and I was walking, and I noticed a dog. I seen like the back of him, but I thought maybe he was on a leash. And on a corner is like a little restaurant. So I'm just walking, walking. So next thing I know, I seen the whole dog. It was a huge pit bull. So at this point, I'm like, maybe he's still on the leash, or the owner's in that restaurant. So as I'm walking up the street, the dog is walking towards me, and I noticed there was no leash. So in that moment, all I could do was what I know, to call on my God, call on Jesus. I was like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. As I'm walking, the dog is walking towards me. This is a huge pit bull. I am afraid of dogs, but not like I don't have a phobia of them. So as I'm walking, my heart is in my stomach, just pounding. This dog walking towards me. All I knew was I was going to be this dog breakfast. I'm walking towards the dog walking towards me. So then I was like, okay, let me get in the street. I started getting in the street. The dog came follow me in the street. I was like, oh no, he's definitely about to bite me. So I'm still calling on Jesus. I'm like, Jesus, Jesus, just let me make it to the restaurant. Because I figure if I make it to the restaurant, I could go inside. If the owner is in there, the owner could get his dog, or at least I could be a little bit safe in the restaurant. So I did make it to the restaurant, thank God. Got in the restaurant. The dog ended up in the restaurant with me because the door didn't close quick enough. Like he was like right on the side of me. And I'm like, who dog is this? Please get your dog. So nobody was they was looking, they thought I brought the dog in there like he was mine. I'm like, this dog is loose. Who dog is this? So one of the guys was like, I think he belonged down the street, one of those houses. He must have got out. So I stood there. So as I stayed there, the one of the guys left out. So when the guy left out, the dog followed him. They went to the right. I hauled butt out the restaurant and went to the left around the corner and just was walking fast. I just started praying to God because in that moment, I was like, what just happened? And all I just, that dog mouth, that dog head was big. Like he was up to almost to my hip. He was so big and I couldn't imagine. But all I know is for sure that my Father protects me. He was showing me in that moment how much he protects me, that I'm protected. I don't never doubt him, but sometimes we need to be reminded. So I feel like in that moment, he was reminding me, he had his angels around me, protecting me at all times. And that was something for me to really sit back and just think about. I'm actually still, I'm actually still feel some type of way about that because I couldn't even, whew. And once I got on the train, I was able to, like release all my nerves because I was just so nervous. Again, my heart was pounding. And I just sat on that train like, Father, like what just happened? I was just thanking him. I was like, thank you for protecting me because that dog face in itself, his mouth, his head was huge. And I know I could have been his breakfast. So I was just thanking God. So I'm forever grateful all the time for that, for him getting me to and from work safely. As I stated, I take the train to work and, things happen along those trains. We do have to stop every now and then. The trains are delayed sometimes. So I just thank God for getting me to and from work each and every day safely, keeping me safe, my kids safe, my grandkids safe, my family safe. So I just thank God for so much. That could have ended a whole different way. Me losing a limb or, just, I don't know, just my life. So I'm forever grateful. That was like a near-death experience, I guess. But it's funny now, but it's not funny because in that moment, I just was calling on him like, Father, Father, Father. But I'm grateful that, I am here telling the story and not, somewhere in the hospital aching or hurting from a bite or missing a limb or something. Because I know those pit bulls they can tear a limb and they can take your life. So I thank God to have got through that. But, you know, again, I'm going to always sound forever grateful. You'll never see a attitude on my face because I don't want no attitude, and I don't like the way I look with an attitude. So I don't want I don't want that for me. And I'm not going to be around nobody who's going to constantly give me an attitude. And I thank God for giving me the spirit and the energy to be able to deal with those type of people. But again, I try to stay far away from them because I don't want that energy around me. But for those people who do have those people around them, try to stay away from them. Let them be in that moment. Pray for them, you know, whatever they're dealing with, because we don't know, you know, what goes on in people's life behind the scenes. So just pray for them, for God to soften their hearts, their minds, their souls, and, you know, that they turn around to be a better person or not have no attitude. So all we could do is pray. Pray for everybody. Love people from afar. You don't have to have them in your space. Even if it's your workspace, you don't have to have them, be totally around them. You know, you go in there, do your job, and get out. Sometimes it's harder, you know, it's harder days than others, but the blessing is we'll survive it. God sees everything everyone do. Everyone have to reap what they sow, good or bad. Everyone has to answer to God no matter what they're doing. So, you know, just continue being who you are, true to who you are. I always tell people, be honest with yourself first, then you could be honest with others, and you'll feel better about yourself at the end of the day. So that's it for now. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Thank you for those who are in the chat. You guys have a great day. I give God all the glory, give him all the honor and all the praise. He is the head of my life. He is going to be the head of my kids' life, my grandkids' life, in their own way and in their own time. So thank you, everybody. Have a great one.